accepted the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the ESPYs last night. Here's a snippet of what she said during her 10-minute-long speech.
If someone wanted to bully me, well, you know what? I was the MVP of the football team. That just wasn't going to be a problem. And the same thing goes tonight. If you want to call me names, make jokes, doubt my intentions, go ahead. Because the reality is, I can take it. But for the thousands of kids out there coming to terms with being true to who they are, they shouldn't have to take it.
Jenner also mentioned that she had never met another transgender person until this year. She also vowed to do whatever she can to reshape the landscape of how transgender people are viewed and treated. Lots of people sounding off about her speech last night, and actually a lot of celebrity tweets, and it was an overwhelming amount of positive tweets we were seeing last night. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, who we know from Modern Family, said, reading about Caitlyn Jenner's speech from the ESPYs, she's a gift to the LGBT community. I want to meet her and give her a huge hug. Don't we all feel that way?
I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to hug, give her a kiss, like, thank you.
Now, the only thing that and I'm not trying to be a hater here, but I thought it was interesting when she said she'd never met a transgender person until this year.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yes, like, no, it's
if you step out of your
not
house.
openly, you know. I think
Not
that's
openly.
when you run into people say, oh, I don't know any gay people.
And
yeah,
it's interesting
you do,
that
not openly.
That he did it. She hadn't met Laverne Cox yet, and Laverne Cox actually put out a tweet last night. She said, "So deeply moved. I feel like a historic moment happened for my community tonight."
Yeah.
And I think that's so much of what it was. But I have to get this one in there. Howard Eskin, who's a sports personality out of Philadelphia. So we may think, okay, he's not really a celebrity, but still, I think what he said last night on Twitter may be what a lot of people felt. And he said, insulting that ABC selects, quote unquote, Bruce Jenner to win Arthur Ashe Courage Award with all the stories they've done on kids in sports with cancer.
Now, okay,
Interesting
let me
perspective.
answer to that one too, because a lot of people, it's been so long. Arthur Ashe was one of the, or probably the first sports figure who came out with AIDS and HIV. He broke the barrier even before Magic came out and said he had HIV. That's why this award is named after him, because back then nobody wanted to admit that they had HIV.
It was beyond sports.
It was beyond sports, and so he opened up the conversation. That it's not that everybody who has any sort of illness is courageous and is really struggling. However, this award, its real intention was to honor people who stepped outside of a boundary and started a conversation that made so many things available for so many people. And that's what Caitlyn Jenner is doing. Exactly. She's bringing this topic of transgender, which, quite frankly, it wasn't on my radar.
Yeah. And after listening to Caitlyn speak last night, I thought when Caitlyn was Bruce, we know why Bruce made millions of dollars giving speeches. He did an amazing job, whether you agree with him or you don't agree with him, whether you thought he should have won the award or not. She did a great job on that stage.
I couldn't agree with you more. And beyond the speech, I mean, I was listening to the speech, right? But it was the fact that Caitlyn Jenner was standing up there for the very first time in front of all of these athletes who may be the most masculine people in this world, in a dress, in whatever hair she has, makeup full blown, all of her kids there, not one child missing. That, if that's not courage, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
And for her to just get on that level was just profound.
I thought the dress was gorgeous.
Versace, give it up.
Anybody that wants to put on a Spanx and wear heels is good with that.
And she even admitted, like, it takes a village. I see why, girls, it takes forever. So we applaud her. Caitlyn's speech was perhaps the biggest moment at last night's ESPYs, but there was so much more at the awards, and we'll have a full recap of that later on right here on Valley View Live.
Yeah. Well,